Greetings everybody and welcome back to Skydustria, my Project Ozone Light Let's Play series. Last episode I set up a better power system for my mechanism area. This episode I'm going to make use of it through RF tools. Now I did manage to get some paper and some ink sacks off camera. You recall I built the ink sack farm down there. It's a very modest farm, but far more efficient than I expected. I also seeded some more dirt to get some sugarcane seeds. I also used some dirt to make more dirt seeds so I can get dirt essence that little bit faster. And I'll continue processing that off camera. Alright, so let's start with this episode's project, which is RF Tools Dimensions. The first thing I want to do is make a charged porter. That's 9 redstone, 2 iron, and 4 ender pearls. Check. Alright, and turn the redstone into a block, and that makes a charged porter. Now, in order to use the charge porter, I need 2 things. First off, I need some sort of charging station. And I also need a matter receiver. Matter receiver is not too bad. Yeah, actually, let me see here. So I'm going to go ahead and go 2 ingots, 2 blocks of gold, and 18 lapis, which I can then use to make 9... Wait, I need to crack 2 more blocks of iron. Yes, and that lets me make 9 machine frames. Check. When it comes to the receiver, I need 3 iron, 3 ender pearls, and 2 redstone. So that's the receiver. I also want a transmitter, which is the same ingredients, just in a slightly different order. Like so. Next up is the dialing device, which is 8 redstone and 2 sticks, turning 2 of the redstone into torches. And now I can make the dialing device. Check. Alright, next up is, let's see, what would be, let's see, is there any sort of charger in there? I'm not seeing it. Alright. I am going to make the energy inscriber. I need 2 redstone and 3 iron on top of everything else. So it's time to crack another block of iron. And that makes the dimension inscriber. I need a dimension builder, which is an emerald, 2 diamonds, 2 ender pearls, and 3 gold. There we go, there's the dimension builder. Alright. I am going to want to make an empty dimension tab, so that's 4 redstone. Like so. Go ahead and grab my Elite Universal cables. Let's see. There's one other thing, and that is some way of charging that. Let's see. What do I have as far as energy cells? Let's see. Hold up. Power cells. Power cells. Power cells. Yeah. Let's see. Is that the direction I want to go, or do I want to go with let's see. I think a capacitor bank is probably going to be the easiest way of doing it. So that That's 9 redstone, 4 iron, 4 copper, and 16 gold nuggets. Go ahead and turn this redstone into a redstone block, like so. And 8 of you lets me make 4 of you, which lets me make a basic capacitor bank. Alright. That should be everything I need for this. Keyword should. We'll find out soon enough if it's not. And let me start by getting the Elite Universal cables into my hotbar here. And I'm going to bring the power cable further on around over to here. I'll put the capacitor bank here at this end and go ahead and put the charge porter in there. I'll go ahead and put transmitter here. The receiver can go there, and those are getting power easily enough. Dialing device. Alright, and that confirms that transmitter, which is great. The charge porter is now full, so I'll sneak right click there. And just as a quick little test, I'm going to walk to the about halfway to the central area. And perfect. Alright, so I'll go ahead and recharge that up. And then I'm going to put the dimension stuff over here. The dimension inscriber there, the dimension builder there. Alright, and then I'll go ahead and store that to make a realized dimension tab. Alright, so this is good. Creation cost is 1,000 RF a tick. Maintenance is 10 RF a tick. Current power is pretty good, about 11 million RF at the moment, which is fine. I'll let that sit for the moment. Alright, and then I will dial you once. I'm going to leave this on the hot bar. And I'm about to find out what kind of dimension I've created. Alright, it will create a little platform here. And intriguing. But not really what I want. But there's an easy enough way to fix that. Use the charge porter to head back to the overworld. I'm going to recharge this. Alright. Meantime, I'm going to make my way back to the central area. I do need to put up the paper and the ink sacks. I don't need either of those. I would be remiss in not grabbing the shovel. So I'll grab that, put these two up. These two I can put up. And then I need some scaffolding and a boat. Like so. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and take care of this. Harvest that up. That's good. Come to think of it, what do I have for ladders? Where are my ladders? They're probably somewhere in the chest. They're here. Okay. Yeah. So I think the big million-dollar question is there a bottom to the ocean? And if so, can I get dimensional shards below it? The other big question is there any sort of land in this dimension? The answers to those two questions will inform how I react. I will have to do a little bit of exploration, and it will likely be a little bit of boring exploration. But let's get the charged porter out. And you're going to dial, and I'm going to keep you dialed for now because that's the only other dimension I have. Excellent. Alright. So now with you, I can go ahead and set you up like so that I have a way of getting out and about here. Wow, this is a really deep ocean. And there's no way I'm going to be able to get to the bottom of it with 30 ladders. So, I'm going to take a bit of a boat trip, see if there's any sort of land, and I shall return, having either found land or determined that there is no land in this dimension. Alright, a little faster than I expected, and not land, but there is a structure here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in here, I'm going to turn that on, and I'm going to claim 3 dimlets here. So glass, train glass light, dirt, bricks 3, and granite. And there's probably some more stuff related to dimlets in here. There is. Excellent. Dimlet control circuits, weather type controllers. Let's see. Material dimlet, nether brick. Structure dimlet, dungeon, and effect dimlet, dig, slow down 2. Yeah, that's going to be useless. Alright. At any rate, I can go ahead and sort that out. Now, I think what I'm going to do, because this extends all the way down. Right. There we go. So I'm going to continue digging down here. That was not where I wanted to dig. And I shall return once I get reasonably low. Alright, so I'm back. I have determined that the ocean in that first dimension I created goes all the way down to bedrock. I was able to dig my way through one of the structures, and I got 16 marble, which I can use to make marble seeds, though I'm not going to rush those quite yet. I've got another tier 2 seed in mind before I get around to marble. I have crafted a diamond chest and an iron chest to account for some of the resources I've been getting. I've also crafted a second empty dimension tab. And now it is time to make a dimension editor. So I have another machine frame. So it's an emerald, 2 diamonds, 2 redstone, 3 gold to make the dimension editor. Alright, I'm going to use the charged porter real quick here and reach and top it up. Go to dimension editor. I'm also going to go ahead and put down, I'm going to put the iron chest here on top of the dimension builder and the diamond chest over here on top of the dimension editor. And this is going to get all of these here, all the dimlets. Alright. And then I can go ahead and take the realize dimension tab and throw it in there. I'm not sure what exactly that does. I think I might have needed the inscriber. Alright. So, when it comes to the inscriber, I want to have a look at the dimlets I've got. And I want to see if there's something good here. I think Biome Dimlet Forest Hills would be a good one. Let's just try a Forest Hills Dimlet. And I'll go ahead and store that. Alright. And then I'll go ahead and put it in here, and this will empty out the internal buffer. And while I'm at it, that internal buffer is still building, so I can see... Oh wow, it's producing... The ethylene production is enough to keep all three of these in the money and producing... Wow, 7,900 RF a tick. I'm probably oversubscribing this Elite Universal Cable. Alright. So that's done. So that's ID 3. Alright, I want to make sure I've got that. That's fully charged. Check. And I'm going to dial that up. Alright. And hope for the best. And expect the worst. Huh. Well, this is, not at all what I was expecting. I mean, the biome's right, but the terrain generation is not. Oh boy. This is going to be a bit of a bear. I'm going to try to make my way down to that blue stuff there. What kind of dirt this is? Okay, that's dirt plate. Alright. So get rid of you. And you'll go there. Oh, that's Blue Street's netherrack, eh? Oh, wow. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to try to make my way back up, I suppose. There we go. So this is the platform back. And then off in that direction there's a more solid sphere of something. I'm going to want to have a look at that. Go ahead and get rid of you. Oh boy. Well, this is fun. Ack! That was not at all what I wanted. Oh boy. This is going to be a mess. Alright, so I'm going to make my way back up. Oh, that's probably the problem. Yeah. So let's do this like so. There we go. Let's see. Get rid of you. Proceed like so. Remove that. I'm half inclined to see what that looks like granite, doesn't it? I think that's granite. Yeah, that's granite. Yeah, that is definitely granite. Alright, so do I have a safe way of getting to it? Oh no, that was not granite. That's more netherrack. Crud. And what's this stuff over here? It looks to be sandstone of some description. Let's see. There is a solid... oh. Well, it was solid dirt, but it's not really solid. It's filled with water. Crud. Well, this dimension didn't quite go to plan. At least in the first dimension I went to, I could sail around a bit and get some dimlets. Yeah. Yeah, this is not... I mean, maybe I can do something with this eventually. Maybe once I get a jetpack, but as it is, I think it's a little risky. Okay, a lot risky. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that and return home. Alright. So back to Dimension 2 it will be. So I'll go ahead and make that dial there. I'll go ahead and swap that out so that Dimension 2 recharges. I'll need to go ahead and put you up. And then I'll go ahead and see if I can't get some more dimlets out of Dimension 2. Alright, so I've managed to find a few more dimlets. I've also got a new empty dimension tab. And I need to think here. So, terrain dimlet normal is going to be essential. I am going to want featured dimlet ores aplenty. That's going to make the maintenance much more expensive, but we can cover it. Let's see. So what else is there? Alright. Yeah, I don't think I want to go too fancy with that. When it comes to mobs, no. Let's see. Biomes. Sunflower Plains would be a pretty good one, I think, for this. Given I'm using a normal terrain dimlet. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a terrain dimlet normal. It can receive liquid and material modifiers. Alright. Alright, features of the dimension is okay. Sunflower Plains is okay. So I think I can go ahead and put these three in. What about the material? Do I have something good for the material? These glass, stained glass, birchwood, obsidian, glowstone, polished andesite. Actually, cracked prismarine I think would be a good one. So I'll put that before the terrain. Cracked prismarine, terrain dimlet normal, ores aplenty, sunflower plains. Let's hope this works. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out of here, put that in there, and that's going to take some time to process up before I actually get a dimension. And I suppose it's best to wait until it's done. Alright. And let's see where we are here. We are done. Alright, and we are just about keeping up with it, which is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and make the connection. I should probably run to the central area. I've got some more torches, and I am going to want torches. And yeah, I think once I get the torches sorted out, I can go to the dimension, and hopefully I built a good one. Hopefully I've built a good one. Alright, let's see. The rest of my torches are in there. Put that up like so. Eat a little bit of bread. Take the charge port over here. And here we go. Let's hope for the best. Well, this is promising, I think. Except for the fact that it is nighttime. This could get interesting. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start digging my way down. Like so. Now I'm a bit closer to regular sea level, which is good. Alright. So we've got some prismarine blocks here. Oh, criminally. Okay, let's get rid of you real quick. There we go. Like so. Alright. Yeah, so that puts me at Y43. This was supposed to be lots of ores. Oh, crap. Well, that was something I did not expect. Evidently, I couldn't give the world enough power to avoid collapsing while I was in it. That's going to be problematic. Alright, well, let's see if I can get some energy back in the world. Yeah, so I've got energy back. And I'm going to have to work quickly to get back to where I died. And get back to the overworld. Very quickly. I have maybe a couple of minutes. Alright. Let's do this. Before the world collapses again. I'm going to interrupt that. There we go. Well, that is a bit disconcerting. So, I'm going to have to come up with an alternate route. I'm looking for dimensional shards, and I'm struggling to find a way to get them. I'm really struggling to get... Yeah. So I'm going to go off camera, and I'm going to continue exploring in the hopes of maybe getting some dimensional shards. But I will see you next time, hopefully with some dimensional shards.